Hey there, welcome to day 2204 of What Shift You Know. I started doing this segment by documenting my journey. I have personal challenges that make it difficult for me to write and take notes like I used to. I used to just be an avid writer, an avid note taker, etc. But vision challenges have made it necessary for me to find other ways of keeping track of things. And one of the things I started doing on the encouragement of my coaches and mentors was to do live videos. So I started doing this as a documenting my journey thing, and I've just kind of continued doing it. So today we're talking about, I create 2 pieces of content every day. In addition to other things that I do, but I feel like it's a great way to give back and share some of the lessons that I've learned, some of the mistakes I've made, which are the hardest ones to share, right? It's kind of hard. My dad always taught my sisters and I, you don't tell everybody every stupid thing you've ever done, but that's kind of what I do in this segment often, right? I share, okay, well, I did this and it didn't work, or I did this and it worked really, really well. But I'm going to tweak it and change it to do this. And I shared an example of that in today's annual challenge segment. We're working on our SOAP framework, which is the framework that we've used since 2020 in the pandemic to deal with challenges and setbacks and obstacles and things that we don't feel like are in our control. It gives us the opportunity to take back control of the things we can control and not fret over or be negatively impacted by the things that we can't control, because we can always do something, even if it's just controlling how we respond to something. So we're on the P of the SOAP framework today, which is progress. And the whole point of the progress step is, how do you know if the actions that you've taken is helping you to move in the direction you want to go? Is it filling the gap between where you are and where you want to be? Or is it staying the same? Or did it actually move backwards? And in my case, the action that I took yesterday actually moved us backwards in a relationship that we're in. We're focusing on relationships this month, and we're applying the SOAP framework. We'll apply our GROW process in the Let's Grow annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day to grow. So progress is our topic. How can you measure it? How do you know if you're moving in the right direction or not? Sometimes it's just a subjective feeling. Hey, I feel better about this relationship on a scale of 1 to 10 than I did before. Or I'm not thinking all the negative thoughts that I usually think about this relationship. Therefore, I'm making progress. We have to find a way so that we know. It doesn't matter if anybody else knows. We have to know if we're moving toward what we want or not. So that was our topic today for the annual challenge. For Supersize Your Business Group, we talked about continuous learning, which is, of course, one of my favorite topics. I am a lifelong learner and an avid believer in we can learn something from everyone we come in contact with. Sometimes it's just a lesson that they're not the right person for us, or they shouldn't be in our life, and they're a warning. Other times they're a great example that we can model, or other times they show us something that we don't need right now, but we may need down the road in our life and in our experiences. That's at least my philosophy. So we talked about, and I shared 7 keys, actually 8, because I forgot one for my friend Avril Beckford, about being an avid reader and learner and growing, because reading is one of the best ways that we can learn continuously, right? One of the best habits I personally think that we can teach our kids and our grandkids, in my case, is to love books, love reading, be curious, and love learning, right? Because the world's always changing, and that means we have to always be changing and growing too if we're going to have the life that we want. So talked about that. I shared 7 different things I've learned about learning and lifelong learning, and keys to that. What do you got to do to embrace learning and make it a part of your life and a part of your journey? Because we are here on a journey, right? So it's one big crazy adventure most days. So if I can help you anyway, ask. That is actually one of my biggest lessons learned when it comes to continuous improvement and lifelong learning and continuous learning, or whatever you call it, is that we have to be willing to ask. We have to be open to what's possible. We have to be curious and looking for learning, right? Anyway, if I can help you in any way, please just ask. Otherwise, busy day ahead, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.